Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here again with more Infernity Chimera Fiendsmith test hands. Why? Because in my last video I made a mistake. I incorrectly made Chimera the King of Phantom Beasts or whatever, incorrectly by using Gazelle and Mirror Sword Knight. Yeah, I just woke up when I was recording and my stupid head was thinking, wow, I can make Chimera just like we can make Baphomet by using, you know, a Fiend or Illusion monster, a Beast and a Beast, of course. But yeah, it's not, you cannot make it like that. My mistake, it won't happen again. Big shoutouts for Rubik's Revenge for seeing this and appointing me to my mistake. It won't happen again. So thank you so much for adjusting the mistake, and now we are here with more test hands. And I'm so sorry, I really wanted to make this video work way earlier, but I've been busy the past couple of days, so really didn't have time to record. But luckily there are a lot of like unbusy days coming for me, so I can make more videos for all kinds of variants or all kinds of formats, Master Duel, Duel Links and stuff. TCG mostly, of course. But yeah, also let me know what you all would like to see next. And if I like the idea, I will make it happen. Already got some recommendations to do. So thank you all already so much, because all of your recommendations mean a lot to me. You guys are all the best community I could ever have wished for. So yeah, let's get into the test hands. We will do 5 brand new test hands correctly. But be sure to watch the last video too. However, skip test hand 1 and test hand 2 and go directly to test hand 3. And then you have test hand 3, 4, 5, and then also a little combo under draw. So you know how to play under draw with the deck. But yeah, we are here just with 5 new test hands. Let's get in the video, enjoy and learn Infernity Best Deck, Infernity for Life. So sorry again for the mistake, it won't happen again. Alright, time for the first test hand here. Also, we went 3-1 again and scoring 2nd place last week locals with the deck. Today I will be taking the deck to a different locals than my usual locals, since my usual locals is closed tomorrow because of a national holiday. So yeah, I'll be taking it today to a different locals. I never really go to this locals because it's a bit far away, but some of my friends were like, because our regular locals is closed tomorrow, we can go to this one if you want to. And I was like, sure, because I really love traveling with people. Like, I wouldn't do it on my own because I really don't like traveling on my own. So yeah, let's see. For the first test hand, we will have our boy Archfiend, Necromancer, Kotal, and Chimera Fusion, and Infinite Impermanence. So yeah, the hand is pretty okay. The Chimera Fusion in hand really helps up. Like, it helps you play through Imperm better, if you normal summon Gazelle, of course. But yeah, the Kotal, it can run into an early draw because we have to use Kotal here. But we have Chimera Fusion on hand, so we can still make bodies. So we can go to Fiendsmith lines and make a Caesar and a Rage. So we'll start with Kotal first, of course. This is also really good Ash bait. We will search for Gazelle here. We could also search for Mirror Sword Knight, but I want to play safe because Mirror Sword Knight just lose directly from Ash, which sucks. So normal summon Gazelle effect. If we get Impermed here, you just chain the Chimera Fusion. Or Veilert, you know. Doesn't really matter, it just dodges. Gazelle searches you another Chimera Fusion. Activate Chimera Fusion. This time we are doing it correctly, so a Fiend and a Beast. For Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts, use its effect, so we hand rip 1 in end phase, and then chain link 1 Gazelle to add an illusion from deck, and chain 2 Chimera to hand rip. The illusion that will be searched here is Nightmare Apprentice, with Gazelle, of course. Then we are using Chimera Fusion to bounce back here. Special summon Nightmare Apprentice by pitching 1 of it. Then using her effect. Search out Mirror Sword Knight. Then what we are going to do here right now is use the Chimera Fusion again. Fuse these two away. Go for Baphomet. Use Baphomet effect here to dump a Fiend. To be fair, you can dump here anything, but I'll go with Archfiend Harris effect to search. Search out another Archfiend. The triple Archfiend really comes up. Then we are going to link these two away. Why link these two away? Because then you have a great interruption graveyard. Which is great in your opponent's turn. You can banish Chimera the Fusion to summon back Baphomet, and then you have Kotal and Mirror Sword Knight engrave as extra interruptions. Make Requiem, of course, use Requiem effect. Summon out Lacrima effect. This hand really only was bad against Nip. To be fair, I haven't seen Nip really in the format. I don't know if you guys did. So it's a great hand trap in my opinion, but I didn't really see it. It's mostly Milcharmies, of course. Fuck those things. Milcharmies are the reason why Launcher can perfectly go back to 3, right? Activate sequence effect. Go here for Aerial Eater. Aerial Eater effect to dump. We'll go for Stygian, of course. There you are. Then we'll go for Engraver effect. If they haven't nipped already, then you know, now they will nip because Caesar. And if they nip here, we have of course Stygian for Archfiend. Make Caesar, set the Imperm, use Stygian effect, summon out Archfiend, Archfiend effect to search. Search out Patriarch, special summon Patriarch, and then overlay of course for our boy Dugares. We already have a Necromancer in graveyard, so Dugares effect. Summon back Necromancer. Necromancer target Archfiend. Archfiend effect to search again. Search for Launcher. Activate Launcher. Then what we are going to make here right now. We should have summoned Dugares here, my bad. I will just make Cross Sheep, you know, just for being a link 2. Shoutouts to Cross Sheep for being a link 2. Launcher, target Archie Necromancer. Archie effect to search. Oh. Search your first barrier. Set barrier, of course. Then what we are going to do here is link these two away. Make Moon. Use Necromancer, target Archfiend. Archfiend effect to search. Search out your second barrier. Link these two away. Make Yama. Yama effect to search. Search Arvara. Link these two away, make Rage. Use Sharvara, target Dugares. Then Yama Engrave. Summon out your Necromancer. Necromancer target Archfiend. Archfiend effect to search. You can either search Reaper here or break. We'll just do Reaper to have it engrave. Always good to have it engraved, you know, because what we'll do now, we'll just hard make a bow using 4. And then use Reaper here. Do summon out Necromancer, Necromancer target Archfiend effect to search. Search out your break. And then we end on, this is the regular board Infernity Chimera Fiendsmith can make, sometimes also ending on a Muckraker instead of a second Infernity name. Depending on against which deck you are, second Infernity name most of the times is the best choice. But we have Protection Engrave with Patriarch, for example, and of course Reaper to set back if an Infernity will die. But yeah, the interruption we have Rage for SP, and then of course SP effect to banish something on field, and also SP second effect, so already 3 interruptions. 4, 5, 6 interruptions with the traps, then 6 being infinite impermanence, then 7, 8 in the form of, 8, 9 in the form of Caesar. And then of course we will have, in your opponent's turn, we will have Chimera effect, banish it from graveyard, summon out your Baphomet. And then you have 2 more interruptions in the form of Cornfield Coatl and, where are you? Mirror Sword Knight being a targeting negate, and a monster negate. When a monster effect on your opponent's field is activated, Mirror Sword Knight can negate that. So even more interruptions. Yeah, giving you like 11 interruptions, and then if you count to summon if this 12. Which is great in your standby phase. You can draw with a bow, of course, and also a bow is just great to have on the board. We aren't using her destroy effect in the opponent's turn because we want our barriers and breaks to be live. But yeah, that was it for the first test hand. Let's get into the second test hand. This was a pretty successful test hand. Alright, time for second test hand. Also, the thing that I'm cooking with right now is Fiendsmith Sanct, because then it doesn't make Engraver as much losing to draw as it's used with Tract, because Tract is also a search card, of course. Tract being, of course, better, but you know, because we are in such a draw format, I might consider to play 1 Tract, 1 Sanct. But yeah, we're still cooking with that. Speaking of Tract, Tract talent, double Gazelle and Break. Alright, this sure is a hand of all time. What I would like to start with this Tract, because if you get Shirt's Ash bait also, but like if you now get drawled, you know, you still have regular Fiendsmith combo. So add Lurry, discard Lurry effect, get drawled here, you know, if it happens, it happens. What we will do right now is normal summon Gazelle effect to search. Search for a Chimera Fusion. Lurry for Requiem effect. Where is Lakima? There you are. Lakima effect. Dump Engraver. We can go 2 lines. We can now use Chimera Fusion, or we can just go for Sequence. I want to go for the Chimera Fusion line right now. So activate Chimera Fusion, fuse these 2 away, because Gazelle cannot fuse with Gazelle. Make Chimera chainlink 1, Gazelle chainlink 2 Chimera. And then hand trap in end phase. Chimera Fusion bounce back. Then what we can do here is use the effect of Engraver. Sure, it's an early Engraver effect, but you know, it's fine. And now if you get nipped here, you can just go Chimera Fusion, make Baphomet and stuff, and you have talent, which is pretty nice. So it doesn't really matter if you get nipped right here. Use the effect of Sequence. Effect. add Archfiend by dumping, where are you at? Harris. Then special summon Nightmare Apprentice by pitching the talent. Use the effect of Apprentice to search. We'll go for Kotl effect. Search for Mirror Sword Knight. Go for a Chimera Fusion. Fuse these two away. Go for Baphomet effect to dump. Dump our beloved boy, Stygian. Infernity retrain when? Like, if I want to see a retrain of something in Infernity, it's Stygian for sure, because after such a long time we are still on Stygian, like them. Then you can now make, if you really want to be nip proof right now, you make now Baphomet and Aerial Eater for Caesar. For sure, you can also later on do Sharvara if you have they don't have nip. So if you know they don't have nip, you don't go for Caesar here, but wait till you go for Sharvara. But we will go for the Caesar right near here. Be sure to detach Baphomet first as material, because then you have the interruptions of Chimera and Graveyard to summon it back, and then have the Coatl and Mirror Sword Knight interruption. We will set the break here. I'll set it face up so you all know it's break. Go for Stygian here, summon Archfiend effect to search. Go for Necromancer. Go for a bow effect, non-target revive, so Necromancer target Archfiend effect to search. Search out the launcher, activate the launcher. Make cross sheep here just for link 2. Effect, launcher, target these two. Archfiend effect. Barrier 1. Link these two for Moon, Necromancer, target Archfiend effect to search. We'll go for Reaper. Effect of Yama. Here we will go for a search. Sharvara. It's actually a pretty interesting line, but we are not going to use Reaper, but we will pop it with Sharvara. We can also always search a second one. If you're a one Reaper, however, then, you know, it's still fine to do this. Or you could have Reapered for Necromancer then first. Then Necromancer target Archfiend effect. Search out the second Reaper. Search Muckraker. Archfiend effect. Search out your barrier. And that's it for this combo. So we end. Oh yeah, Abao also returns in the end phase. Never forget that. It's just like SP returning. Muckraker here to protect. Muckraker can then do one of your Infernities to the graveyard for protection. So you have space again to summon Baphomet once you've detached him with Caesar. But yeah, this is pretty much ends on the regular board we can end on. But this time also with Muckraker on the board. So yeah, pretty great. Still a lot of interruptions. This is like from the top of my hand. Also 10 interruptions. So that's pretty nice. If we count the Baphomet, depending if we detach it or not. Probably yes, because Caesar is almost good against every deck, except Fluanderies or stun decks, you know. But yeah, that pretty much was it for the second test hand. Let's get into the third test hand. Alright, time for the third test hand, my bad. We'll start off with top deck Archfiend, baby. Mirror Sword Knight, Infinite Impermanence, Regular Poly, and Lacrima. This hand is pretty okay. These two together can make Duke of the Mice, for example, with regular poly, or you can make, you can make the just Berfumet with these two, which is great. But yeah, we'll start off with Mirror Sword Knight. If Mirror Sword Knight, if you know your opponent has Ash, don't go for Mirror Sword Knight here, but just go for Fusion instead. Because then you fuse Archfiend with Mirror Sword Knight away, and then you normally use Lacrima as your normal summon, which is pretty okay. But for a regular test hand, you'll go for Mirror Sword Knight effect. Summon out Gazelle effect to add Chimera Fusion. Then we are going for Chimera Fusion, of course. Fuse these two away. Make Chimera here, Chimera effect to hand trip and end phase, but chainlink one Gazelle first, of course. Gazelle will search out Nightmare Apprentice. And Chimera will then hand trip and end phase, of course. Then we are going for Chimera Fusion bounce back, and now you can either pitch the regular poly, Imperm or Chimera Fusion, doesn't really matter. We are going for pitching the poly for Nightmare Apprentice effect to search. Search for Cornfield. Use the effect. Search here for another Gazelle. Because then you can go Chimera Fusion for these two. For Berfumet, I use Berfumet effect to, of course, send to the graveyard. We are going for Stygian. Then we are nip safe, because if they nip you, then on your, for example, your Moon summon, you can just go Stygian, banish summon Archfiend. Make Moon, by the way, use effect from Requiem. Summon out Fiendsmith Engraver. Then what we are going to do here is set the Imperm, of course, because we have Lacrima Engrave already, because we had to use it for Fusion Summon. Stygian effect. Summon out Archfiend effect to search. Where you at? Where's Launcher? You can also search Necromancer here, but you know, if they haven't nipped you there already, which is pretty stupid, like the correct nip was either on the Moon summon, you know, because, you know, then people will know that you will go into Fiendsmith, and we didn't have an Engraver in graveyard. So you could have also searched a Necromancer and go for Duke of the Mice lines. But we'll just play it safe and search out Launcher, because we'll go for sequence effect. Go for Moon and Requiem. Go for Aerial Ether effect to dump. Dumping here Necromancer, because we already have Archfiend in graveyard. Go for Engraver effect, summon it back by shuffle Lacrima back in the deck. Then we'll make Caesar. It still surprised me that Caesar isn't banned yet, about how easy it is to make right now. But yeah, we'll probably see a lot of Fiendsmith hits on the next ban list, I think. But hopefully then with Launcher to at least 2 copies, because then it doesn't hurt Infernity as much. Use Archfiend effect to search your first barrier. The set card is Imperm, of course. just make here any link 2. We'll go for Cross Sheep. Necromancer target Archfiend, summon Archfiend back, Archfiend effect to search. Necromancer, the second. We play 2 Necromancer, of course, because of Duke of the Mice. You can definitely cut Duke of the Mice if you want to. Just, it's a funny card that came up during testing pretty often. Right now not, but you know, playing around hand traps with Duke of the Mice is pretty cool. It's a really cool card. Activate a bow effect to non-target summon back. So we'll go for Necromancer, Necromancer target Archfiend, Archfiend effect to search. We'll go for Patriarch. Special summon a Patriarch. We're going for body spamming here. So Dugares, summon back the second Necromancer. Necromancer target Archfiend, Archfiend effect to search. Search your second barrier. Because now we'll go into Yama effect. For the big red dog. Still surprises me that this card didn't get a quarter or something. Like it's one of the unchained cards of all time right now. Link these 2 away. Make Rage. Sharvara target Dugares. Effect of Yama. Effect of Necromancer target Archfiend. Now I didn't go for, we'll just go for only Archfiend, because then Archfiend effect, just for the extra, so we can keep the extra zone for Baphomet already. Because then we'll go for Reaper. Link off into Muckraker. Go for Reaper. Summon out your Archfiend, Archfiend effect to search. You have protection with Patriarch in graveyard and protection with Muckraker on board. And then in end phase, never forget your Abao will come back. And in your opponent's turn you can go Chimera effect, banish it, summon out your Baphomet. And we have Cornfield and Mirror Sword Knight in graveyard. So again, an imperm, so 11 interruptions, which is pretty insane. Yeah, this deck is so good when it goes off. Yeah, it was pretty a mid-hand, but we still ended on full combo, which is pretty nice. Like I said, this deck is a puzzle that you just have to figure out, because there are so many lines that you can go. And I hope my guidance is helping you all with that, of course. Let's get into the fourth. Alright, time for the 4th test hand. Launcher, always good. Mirror Sword Knight. Kotal. Necromancer. And Barrier. That is a pretty okay... It's a pretty okay hand. Yeah, it's pretty okay. We'll start off with the normal summon of Mirror Sword Knight and use its effect. Summon out Gazelle, Gazelle effect, search. Chimera Fusion. Then we'll probably get drawled here, you know. That's fine, because we have Chimera Fusion and we can just go for Fiendsmith combo. Go for Kotal here. Search another Gazelle. Go for Chimera Fusion. Fuse away these 2. Make Chimera. Chainlink 1 Gazelle to search. Chainlink 2 Chimera to hand drip and end phase. Then Chimera Fusion effect, bounce the, bounce Chimera Fusion back. Then what we are going here for is activating Chimera Fusion directly, because I rather have these cards on my hand. Depending if you get drawled or not, then you wouldn't have actually gone to this, sorry, my bad. Go for Baphomet here, Baphomet effect to dump. We are dumping Archfiend in this scenario because we have launcher already. Link for Moon. And Moon, of course, for, you guessed it, Requiem effect. Lacrima will dump Engraver. You would have probably been nipped by Summon Moon again, so that wouldn't matter at all because you have Launcher. Set Barrier, of course, activate Launcher. Sadly an early Launcher. But we have Necromancer and Archfiend. So go for these two, Archfiend effect to search. Go for Necromancer, you can also search Reaper, but I want to go for Duke of the Mice right now since Aerial Ether doesn't have really much to contribute right now. Make Sequence, use the effect of Sequence. Duke of the Mice, okay, you can use any Fiend as material, which is pretty nice. But we'll still just go for these. Make Duke here. Duke effect for extra normal summon Necromancer, mandatory effect. We haven't used both of them yet, so Engraver first. Overlay these for Caesar. This Necromancer for Archfiend, Archfiend effect to search. Where are you at? Search Barrier. Set your barrier. Then we'll go for link these two away. Make Moon again. Go for Necromancer targeting Archfiend. Archfiend effect to search. Search Reaper. Set your Reaper. Link these two away. Make Yama. Yama effect to search. Search Sharvara. No. Go for Rage here. Sharvara target your Reaper. Go for effect of Yama. Summon back Necromancer. Necromancer target Archfiend. Now just go for Archfiend here directly. Archfiend effect to search. Search here for Patriarch. Make here your Abau effect. Discard Patriarch, so you have Patriarch in graveyard. Summon back Archfiend. Archfiend effect to search. Search Break. And then in the end phase, of course, we will get to summon back Abau. And in your opponent's turn, you have Baphomet and Chimera, of course, banishing Chimera, summoning back Baphomet. And then you have Cornfield and Mirror Sword Knight in graveyard. So yeah, the standard board, of course. And let's get into the final test hand. I hope this has been learnful to you all now, and I hope you all enjoyed. And if I should do anything better, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, then of course I'll make it happen if I like the idea. Let's get into the final test hand. Alright, let's get into the final test hand. What we have here is Imperm, Nightmare Apprentice, Frightful Patchwork, a Fiendsmith Engraver, and Monster Reborn, which is a pretty insane hand. To be fair, yeah, that's pretty great. You can either start off with Nightmare Apprentice or I would start off with Fright for Patchwork, because this almost always gets ashed, so it's a great ash bait. And otherwise, if you get drawled afterwards, you can still, you have poly in your hand. Yeah, you have poly in your hand, of course, so you can still go for lines and go for Fiendsmith lines, which is pretty nice. Also, Engraver in hand is pretty nice for fusion material, and you can special summon this, of course, and use Edgem Chain as your normal summon. But yeah, we search out these. I am a really big fan of the Patchwork engine, because it's just so great, and even if you get drawled afterwards, you have poly in hand and fusion material, so you can still access Fiendsmith, for example. Yeah, it's pretty great. I really love it. You can just cut it entirely if you want to, and play more to 40. We are playing 50 cards right now, which is pretty great, but I'm just a really big fan of the Edgem Patchwork engine, because it's just, it gives you a lot. It actually really gives you a lot, but it's totally fair if you cut it. Then what we are doing here right now is we'll special summon the Nightmare Apprentice by pitching the chain. Then we'll go for Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, so you chain blocked, because if this card is sent, if chain is sent from the hand to the graveyard, it will search out the Fright for card, so another Patchwork, which is alright. And then Nightmare Apprentice will search, where you at? Mirror Sword Knight, or doesn't matter, because if they had draw, they already had it. So Kotal will search out Mirror Sword Knight. Normal summon. Effect, if this gets ashed right now, doesn't matter at all, because Poly, Engraver, and Monster Reborn on hand is pretty great. Then Mirror Sword Knight will go for Gazelle, of course. Gazelle will search out Chimera Fusion. Then what we are here going for is activate the Engraver right now. Search out Tracked. You could also kept Chain in your hand, to be fair, and pitch the Impermanent stat, but I really love the chain blocking, so you dodge the Ash Blossom, for example, which is pretty great. Yeah, then go for Fiendsmith Tracked, of course. Go for Lurie, discard Lurie effect. Then what I do want to go here for is activate Chimera Fusion. Where are you? Oh, there you go. Go for Chimera, use the effect of Chimera to hand trip an end phase, and use Gazelle effect to search out an illusion monster. Okay, minor misplay here. We should have not went for Quattle. We should have went for Mirror Sword Knight directly. Why? Because I'll show. So this card was never here. Now Quattle effect. Search your second Gazelle. Bounce back the Chimera Fusion. Use Chimera Fusion. Because now you can make Berfumet. Because, you know, Beast and Beast, Fiend, or Illusion. We'll go for effects of Berfumet, of course. We'll just pitch Archfiend directly here. So Archfiend is in the grave right now. Link these two away. For Moon. Where are you at? Moon. Go link Moon away. For Requiem effect. Lacrima effect, which you already have an Engraver engraved, always nice to have the second one. Pitch out the second Engraver. We did use Chimera Fusion, so my bad. We did use Chimera Fusion. Set your things in the back row. Patchwork will probably be popped. So set Patchwork here, because I want to have barrier break. The zones don't matter at all, it's just me. Go for Monster Reborn targeting Archfiend. Archfiend effect to search. launcher, activate the launcher, go for sequence effect to fuse, Moon Requiem. We are going to make Aerial Ether here, Aerial Ether effect, Necromancer, summon out Engraver by shuffling back Lacrima, overlay these two, and we are nip proof, also bestial proof. Launcher for Necromancer Archfiend, Archfiend effect to search, we are searching here for our first barrier. Make cross sheep here, use the effect of Necromancer targeting Archfiend, Archfiend effect. Search out second Necromancer, because we are using polymerization for Necromancer Archfiend, and then suddenly you create an Infernity fusion monster. That would be so cursed. Just give us more synchro monsters. Make juke, and then use cross sheep effect to summon back. Use juke effect, normal summon Necromancer, Necromancer 1 for Archfiend, Archfiend effect. Search out your barrier. Link 4 for a bow. Necromancer effect, target Archfiend again. Archfiend will search. Search Reaper here, just to have Reaper. Go here for Yama, Yama effect. Search out Sharvara. This hand was pretty crazy. Go for Rage. Sharvara, target Patchwork. Effect of Yama. Archfiend. Link away for Muckraker. And then go for Reaper. Summon back Archfiend. Archfiend effect. You can use Archfiend effect here. Doesn't really matter. You search another Reaper here. And then we have this of a crazy board. And then also, of course, Chimera effect. Summon Baphomet in your opponent's turn for even more interruption. Yeah, this was truly a crazy hand of all time. These are the hands you want to see every day and all the time, because they are crazy. But yeah, that was it for the final test hand. Thank you all so much for watching again. Thank you all so much for the support. So sorry again for uploading this later than planned. Many more videos to come, a lot of ideas I'm gonna work out. Also let me know what you all would like to see next, and if I like the idea, I will make it happen as soon as possible. But yeah, thank you all so much for the support. You all are the best. So sorry again for the mistake I made in the last test hand. Hopefully this video made it better. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all enjoy my test hand videos. Many more test hands for all kinds of variants to come. Also, of course, like I said, let me know what you all would like to see next. Also in real life gameplay coming soon with this variant and also many more variants. But yeah, that was it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Infernity Best Deck, Infernity for Life, forever and always. Hell yeah, many more videos to come.